In a quiet village, there lived a young man named Daniel. Daniel had a dream. Not a small one, not something safe. He wanted a life that meant something. But there was a problem. Nothing in his life seemed to grow. Every day, Daniel worked. He tried new things. He made plans. He started and stopped. And no matter how hard he tried, nothing changed. Meanwhile, others around him were rising. Friends were succeeding, neighbors were progressing. People he once stood beside were now far ahead. And slowly, doubt crept in. Daniel began to ask himself painful questions. Am I not good enough? Why is nothing working? What am I doing wrong? He wasn't lazy, he wasn't careless, but the results he wanted never came. One evening, overwhelmed and tired, Daniel left the village and walked toward a quiet field. There, he saw an old man sitting calmly beside a patch of soil. The ground looked empty. Nothing was growing. Daniel frowned. "Why are you sitting here?" he asked. The old man smiled gently and said, "I am watching something grow." Daniel looked around. There was nothing there. The old man pointed to the ground. "I planted bamboo here." Daniel laughed softly. "There's nothing there." The old man nodded. "Yes, for now." He continued, "Bamboo is different from other plants. For years it shows nothing above the ground, but beneath the surface it is growing." Daniel listened carefully. "It is building roots, strong, deep, wide roots, because when it finally grows, it will grow faster than anything around it." Daniel was quiet. For the first time, something made sense. The old man looked at Daniel and said, "Most people quit during the invisible stage. They water the ground for months, see nothing, and walk away. But those who understand stay, because they know something is happening even when they can't see it." Daniel felt those words deeply, because that was his life. Effort with no visible reward, work with no recognition, growth with no evidence. That night, Daniel made a quiet decision. He would continue, not because he saw results, but because he believed in the process. He stopped chasing quick success, stopped comparing himself, stopped rushing. Instead, he focused on something simple, becoming better every day. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. Still, nothing obvious changed. There were moments Daniel wanted to quit, moments he doubted everything, moments he felt foolish, but he remembered the bamboo, and he kept going. He learned, he failed, he improved, quietly. No applause, no recognition, just growth in the unseen place. Then one day, something changed. It didn't start with a big moment. It started small. A new opportunity, a new connection, a new level of confidence. And suddenly, things began to move, faster than he expected, faster than others understood. The same people who once overlooked him began to notice. Daniel's life started changing quickly. Opportunities came, doors opened, progress accelerated. People were surprised. They said, "You got lucky. You changed overnight." But Daniel knew the truth. It wasn't overnight. It was years of invisible growth. Daniel realized something powerful. The speed of your growth depends on the depth of your roots. Because when challenges came, he didn't break, because he had built strength. When opportunities came, he didn't panic, because he had prepared. The years no one saw were the reason everything worked. If you feel like nothing is happening in your life, if you feel like your efforts are wasted, if you feel like others are moving ahead while you're stuck, listen carefully. You might be in your bamboo stage, where growth is not visible, but it is happening. Don't quit. Don't rush. Don't compare. Keep learning. Keep improving. Keep showing up. Because one day, your growth will appear. And when it does, it will surprise everyone. You are not behind. You are building roots. And when your time comes, you will grow faster than anyone imagined.